here.
So here we are.
How do we meet? How do we meet?
You're my uncle.
Oh, that's right.
My Uncle Val.
Wow. So we're going to pause this and eat? Or we're going to watch it? Everybody's going to watch us eat. Okay, we're going to eat, honey. Where'd you go? That was quick. She'll be back at the tip. The first record I bought after hearing that music was a two-sided record. I had to have this record, and I had no money. It was $1. It was just a reissue. It wasn't an original label. I didn't know what that even meant. I just wanted the music. I didn't care what label was on it. So it was called Every Day of the Week. And you know it? No. Okay.
I don't know. Can you hum a little?
Yeah, I'm going to sing it.
Okay.
Sunday to Monday, Tuesday to Wednesday, Thursday to Friday.
Oh!
Sunday to Monday, you know, every day. Okay, yeah, exactly, exactly. And the other side of it was a ballad called I'm So Young. I have a girlfriend. She says I'm the only one. We want to get married, but you're so young or whatever.
Aww.
So young. You know, and he's going off to the service, he's going overseas, and blah, 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 blah. A group called the Students. All these records that I love were teenagers making songs. But, you know, they were doing their own thing. It would be comparable today to be rap, with the rap and all that stuff.
Was it mostly black artists?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it was white, too. Every Day of the Week became it's a very interesting record because it was an oldie. It didn't sell when it came out. It was a mild hit. But it became a standard oldie in the 60s when everybody was starting to play old records. They all, you know, loved this record. So in 1961, there was a dance. They had all these record hops, dances. Somebody said, you got to go up to Bristol, Pennsylvania, and there's a Bristol Fire Hall. You got to see these kids. There's like thousands of kids in there, and they're doing this dance. Look at this, and to this one song. And it was Every Day of the Week. And they're stomping to it, stomp. Anyway, long story short, that record, long story longer. Cameo Parkway, which is a big label in Philadelphia, heard about it. They went up there, they watched it, they got a copy of that record Every Day of the Week, and they wrote around it. In other words, they took that song and turned it sideways. And that became Bristol Stomp.
I just want to say, Stomp. I was wondering if you were going to get to Bristol Stomp. I remember, let's all do the Bristol Stomp.
Every day, Sunday to Monday, it's the same record. So that became a #1 record in the country, Bristol Stomp. I mean, the people are buying it in Kansas and all saying, what the hell's Bristol? You know, they don't know from Bristol.
Let's all do the Bristol Stomp.
So anyway, I have records that I probably love more than that, but that record's so important to me that's probably my favorite record, because it's the beginning of what I do. Eat your eggs.
You know, I rarely eat eggs, and I never eat bread. So
I know, and look at you. I got you changed it. I like it.
Decadent.
Good. So years and years and years later, this guy calls up one day, and he says, I hear you buy records. And I said, depends what you got. And the guy's a lawyer or something, he's telling me, I know all these people. And he gets out his book. So I know, Judy Garland's daughter, whoever that is, I can't remember her name. Remember that girl? Can't think of her name.
Yes.
Yeah, Liza Minnelli.
Okay.
And he says, praise Tyus. And I go, and he goes on to the next guy, and I said, whoa, back up. Prez Tyus? You know Prez Tyus? He goes, what, you know who he is? I said, I do. He's the guy who wrote Every Day of the Week, and I'm So Young. I know that's the guy. You know him? You know him? He goes, very well. I said, give me his number. I get him, like after 5 times, and he goes, what is it with you? I said, no, you have no idea. I said, listen, I'm just a kid that heard this music, and you were the one who wrote the 2 songs, blah, 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 blah. We became amazingly friendly. Never met, and unfortunately he died about 2 years ago, and I never met him, but we had so much fun on the phone, and I love this guy.
Brown's Brain.
No, Brown's Brain has one more PS about that song.
Oh.
So, about this song. Now, I was playing an album, which I don't like albums, but I was playing an album, and the song was very popular in 1957. It was a West Coast record. It came from Los Angeles. And I'm listening to this song, and I'm working, and it's a really good record. And I'm listening to the storyline, and I go, wait a minute. That's where I'm So Young came from. That's where he stole that. My guy Prez. I call him up. He goes, what the frig do you want? It's like 3 a.m. I said, you thief. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, I know where you got it. He says, where? I said, a casual look by the 16s on Flip Records. That's where you got it. He goes, you're good. You're good. Now don't you dare tell anybody. Same storyline, going off to sea. I'm going to be, I could get killed, marry me, get married. We're too young to get married, but I really want to marry you because I might not be coming back. I'm so young. It's 58. That other one is 57.
Oh, damn.
And
there
he
you
heard
have
it, and
it.
it's
On
the other side of the
California,
country.
it happens first.
Yeah.
I'm a former.
No, I don't want
San Fran
anybody
gal.
to tell that story. I don't want any. I promised him I wouldn't tell anybody. But he ain't here. Right?
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
On the Pixie and Uncle Val. First
Radio.
episode, podcast,
By the way,
radio,
this is
Instagram
a
video.
see you next week. What are we gonna have then? Want cereal? Since you don't
I'll
like
go back
eggs?
to my normal yogurt.
Okay, good.
Worked out right before
This
that.
is one out to you, Patty. My wife.
Hey, Patty.